The All-Star break. LeBron has said all season that he doesn't get tired, which is evidenced by the fact that he's currently played the 4th most minutes in the NBA this year. But now he'll get a little rest ahead of the All-Star game Sunday in Atlanta. So, Shannon, how concerned are you about the minutes LeBron has played the first half of the season right now?
I'm not really concerned. I'm looking at my notes, Skip, and I'm really not concerned because LeBron is 20, 30 minutes at 34.6, but he's in 4th in total minutes. So he's at basically the same point he was last year at this time, 34.6 minutes a game. It just seems, Skip, when you start doing overtime and double overtime, and all of a sudden what you would normally play is, say, 35 minutes, and you go double overtime and you play both of those, 35 is all of a sudden 45. And if you play, you play 35, 36 minutes in a normal game, you go overtime, now that's over 40. I think those are some of the things that have caused his minutes to increase. But LeBron does a great job of turning it on and turning it off. Like I said, he's like these new economy cars. You pull up to a stoplight, Skip, and the car truck automatically cuts itself off to preserve itself. And I believe that's what LeBron James is doing. He's done a great job of that. But for him, I'm shocked that LeBron James has played every single game up until this point, because I would have bet a little sum of money that he would have missed at least 5 games by now. And he's missed none. This will be his first game that he's missed. So am I surprised that he hasn't missed more games? Yes. But it just goes to a testament, because I think LeBron knows better than anybody. He knows he's closer to the end than the beginning. And he only has so many more opportunities, like you said. The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a real thing. And the more you play, 12 minutes, 12 points here, 18 there, Skip, that adds up. And LeBron knows that he needs to go ahead, because you don't know, Skip, when the engine is, you got 300,000 miles on the car, it's running good. And then one day the thing won't crank. And once you do get it cranked, you go point A and then it shuts down again. So LeBron is going to try to maximize all these opportunities while he still feels that he's at his apex. Because eventually, Skip, it's going to come to an end, and he wants to make sure he's already past Kareem when it does happen.
Okay, so if you'll recall, before the season started, the King was on The Shop, and the King, LeBron James, said to his man Maverick Carter, I'm going to cherry pick X number of games over the first month or two of the season, because obviously they had forced LeBron into the shortest offseason in NBA history following the championship they won in the bubble last summer, right? No, it was in the fall. I'm losing track. The point is that I heard LeBron, but I did not believe LeBron, and I sat right in this chair and I told you, I'm calling baloney on that because of the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar record that's out there for him to break. He does know the clock is ticking. He knows that he needs to seize every opportunity for a personal longevity achievement, Mark, that he can. It's doable, as you said. It's realistic that if he can keep playing nearly every game, he can catch Kareem. And that would be the final big feather in cap that he could say, aha, that proves it, I'm the GOAT. It won't prove it to me, because it's just a longevity record, because he played longer than anybody else, especially Michael Jordan. But the point is, after he said that, I kept waiting for him to at least take one night off. He took no nights off until the final game of the first half of the season. So we're exactly 36 games into the season so far. They're going to play 72, and the final game is tonight at Sacramento, and he finally said, okay, I'll miss that game. And it is shocking to me. It's actually, from your perspective and the Lakers' perspective, horrifying that LeBron has played the 4th most minutes in the league. And remember, he's only 4 minutes shy of 3rd place, Fred VanVleet. He's only 11 minutes shy of Jokic, who is 2nd overall in minutes played. He's not going to be able to catch Julius Randle, who's plus 71 on him right now. He just seems like he's playing every minute of every Knicks game. But the point is,
the 2 games.
Yeah. The point is that LeBron hasn't cherry-picked any games. He's played every game to date, and he's piled up a lot of points. And he'll play some games to the close, to the final buzzer, and I'll say, well, why? What are you doing? Well, he's stat padding, and I can't condemn him because it's glaringly obvious. The goal is not so much to win games right now, it's to catch Kareem. If you can win championships along the way, that's great too. But the primary goal for LeBron James, to me, is to catch Kareem. And God bless him, he is Iron Man. He's been absolutely, he has been the healthiest superstar athlete in all my years of covering sports. Nobody has been the Iron Man that LeBron has been. But at some point, Father Time is going to tap him on the shoulder. And at some point, I'm going to knock on wood because I don't even like to bring this up, something pulls. He had the groin pull 2 years ago. But that's few and far between. But he's playing a dangerous game in the second half of the season.
If you don't mind me asking, why does Father Time going to always tap somebody else on the shoulder, but he won't tap Tom Brady on the shoulder?
Well, he doesn't play basketball,
So is Tom Brady stat padding? But
no,
I'm just saying, it's Tom Brady
he's
stat
championship
padding.
padding.
Because all these yards.
That's what he's doing. He's Super Bowl padding.
Hold on, did LeBron James not win the championship last year?
Yeah, it was.
Is it a foregone conclusion that he's not going to win the championship this year?
Well, they're not going to be in the bubble, so he's not going to have the bubble to his advantage this year. He obviously took full advantage of a bubble championship. I told you it was made of cubic zirconia.
The thing that we Skip, the problem that I have with you and others is that the thing that you commended Michael and the thing that you commended Larry and Magic is that they played on a nightly basis and they played a load of minutes. And nobody ever mentioned, you never mentioned, Mike was stat padding, Larry was stat padding, Kareem was stat padding. You said they have an obligation. They make a king's ransom. They go out there and play. It's only LeBron that's stat padding. It's only LeBron that's chasing Kareem. So what was the other guys doing? So why was these other guys, why was Michael Jordan playing 82 games a season, 38 minutes a night? I needed you to tell me why.
Okay, well, you obviously know that Michael was forced to take a couple of years off right in the middle of that, so he was much fresher than LeBron.
No, I'm talking about the 9 years. No. I'm asking you, why was Michael Jordan playing 82 games a season, 38 to 39 minutes, and fought tooth and nail to come back from a broken foot, even though the doctor says this is not a good idea? I need you to explain to me why. He loved the game. LeBron doesn't love the game. LeBron loves stats. That's what you painted. So Michael and all these other greats love the game. But LeBron doesn't love the game. He just cares about stats. Really?
Did Michael even come close to Kareem's record? No, because he didn't play enough seasons. He effectively retired after 1998 season, which was that Last Dance season that the documentary detailed in Chicago. Then he took 3 more years off before those 2 ceremonial years in Washington at the end of his career.
Can I ask you a question, Skip? How's that LeBron's fault? The guys have not taken care of themselves as well as he has. The guys were blessed with other things. God blessed with Steph Curry the ability to shoot the ball better than LeBron. From the 3, from the perimeter, from the free throw line. But he did not give him the help that he gave LeBron. So everybody has something. But how's that LeBron's fault? That Michael Jordan didn't take care of himself, that he did not train, and he did not maximize what God had given him like LeBron. You fault LeBron for Michael Jordan not taking care of himself and him not being able to play 18, 19 years. That's not LeBron's fault.
Okay, but would you agree that there have been times lately when LeBron looked tired, even though he says, I don't get tired? Even you have said, boy, he looks like he's running out of gas. Don't I hear that from you?
Yeah, I would have, Skip, and I said this, I would love to see it. I know this is a fast turnaround, 71 days from championship to the start of another season. I understand that. But LeBron says, I'm fine. He says, this is why I pay all that money. This is the way I train, why I eat the way I eat, to give me maximum effort. So when I'm on the court, I can give it everything I got. When I'm off the court, he says, I'm getting my sleep. I'm getting my rest. I'm getting my recovery. I'm seeing my people that I pay an enormous sum of money to make sure my body responds when I call on it. It's not LeBron's fault. Skip, and it has a lot to do with not knowing. Guys didn't know. Each generation gets better, a better understanding of what he and she should do in order to maximize their time in their said field. LeBron James is just up the ante. Tom Brady up the ante. And you see more guys embracing Tom. The training, the year-round training, the way he eats, the way he prepares. And you see a lot of other guys. And you're going to see a lot of other guys adopt LeBron James' principle with the way they take care of themselves. Skip, it's a lot of money to be made. And guys are saying, I'm not going out. I'm going to drive this car until the wheels literally fall off. But I'm not going to let you hold LeBron to a standard you didn't hold the other guys. The other guys played 82 games, 38 minutes a night. But LeBron James plays averaging 35 minutes, and he's stat padding.
Okay,
nah,
but
I can't get down with that.
Help me out again. What year is LeBron in pro basketball? What is it?
18.
18 years. At some point.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If I didn't tell you, if you didn't know LeBron James was 36, if you didn't know he was a year 18, you look at his numbers, what year would you think he's in? I
agree. He's having the greatest 18th year anybody's ever had, because at the bottom line, he's #1 in defensive win shares. What? That's what's outrageously great about this year for LeBron. Despite all of his poor shooting from three and from the free throw line, he's #1 in defensive win shares. You can't be that guy unless you